cried like twice this morning. Hence why they call it morning. I'm just kidding. No. I don't call it a morning anymore. It is an impulse to say morning, but that's just a program that I'm learning to dissolve. Because when you say rising, it's like healthier for your soul. Because for something to rise is so much more powerful and profound than to mourn. But it's okay to mourn in one respect. It's okay to feel that pain that a lot of people feel, that I feel, of course, me included. We have to acknowledge this pain, guys, because a lot of us tend to shove it under the rug, to push it to the side. But this pain is real. And Mother Earth is truly in pain and hurting deeply. And it's our responsibility to take that pain in and receive it and feel into it, to really, truly feel the realness that it is. And yeah, it hurts at first. I think a lot of us try to consume things like food or drugs to mask that pain of the truth. And a lot of us also try to do things where they think that they are going to skip around the truth, or they think they can just skip and honestly like outwit Mother Nature and the universe. Humans think that they have that power. That's the egoic mind trying to think that we can win by taking the easy route, by taking shortcuts. And I used to do that for a long time. I still see everyone doing it, almost everyone taking the shortcuts. What brings quick money? You know, what brings quick happiness? The easy way. The easy way. The super fast way. And with this Aries moon energy right now today, it's tempting. Like, it's fucking tempting, guys. Like, I'm like, shit, I want to do that. Like, I want to just get that quick buck, you know? Sell my soul, you know? But the things that are truly beautiful, like if you look at a tree outside, the things that are the most magical, the most profound, the most stable and sturdy and divine, they take their fucking time. They take the little steps and embrace every single day as a lesson. Instead of trying to like run around trying to like extract from other people and other things. That's like a parasitic mindset to try to do that. And I don't want to separate myself completely from that because I used to do that. I know people who do that, and I attracted those people into my life, and that's why those people still like come up every once in a while, because that reality is still real in my own DNA. And I'm learning to clear it and let it go. And that's the process, guys, because every single moment is a test. Because people are going to come up to you and they're going to try to extract your energy in some way. Because it's easier for them to find that short-term extraction from somebody else around them, instead of them actually transcending into the light and embodying what is required to actually fix their problems. Because it's easier to not really face those demons, to not face the truth. It's easier, guys, to do the demonic shit, okay? It's easier to feed into the parasitic mindset of lack and fear and scarcity. It's easier. It truly is. Because you know why? Most of the universe is darkness. Only a small percent is light. So most people are going to be swept into the darkness. It's just the natural flow. But only a select few that are really truly that know that they are able, and they feel called to do that work that is required to start to embody the light. You only see that so many people doing that, you know, because it's harder. It's much harder. It's harder to cry sometimes. It's harder to feel into the pain that is there. Because it's easier just to eat some chips. It's easier to watch some TV. It's easier to look at your phone and try to like talk to somebody else for hours and hours and hours about all your problems. It's easier to do that. Yes, it is. But what is really going to help you in the long term? What's actually going to grow your soul and build you a foundation that is magical, that is divine, is going through that pain, feeling that pain. Earlier I had this download that the digestive tract is so similar to the life that we live. Because you know, we eat something, put something in our mouth, and we really have to sit with that consequence of like what we put in our mouth and what we just reached out for in the external world. And we have to really digest that. And maybe it's a lot of sugar. Maybe it's a lot of dairy, dairy is cultivated from pain and suffering of animals. Maybe it's, you know, just like food that came from someone who is vibrating from a place of lack. Like, you'll see at a lot of restaurants, people are really just working at restaurants to make money, okay? And to feed into their lack-based, fear-based mentality. So that food that they've made is actually feeding into that fear-based program yourself. It's a hard reality to face, but it's true. And so every single thing that you put in your mouth, you have to digest and sit with, like, for a while. And you might even it will really change, like, your whole entire body, the way that you think and you feel about yourself, because when you eat something, like, it's going to change your perception almost, because that's the food that you're feeding to your cells in your body. And if that food that you've reached out and put in your body is rooted in fear, like deep down, deep down, then you're gonna have to face the consequences of that. You're gonna have to sit with that reality. And it's painful. It hurts. Like earlier, a few days ago, honestly, I felt like I wanted to drink this coffee. And I was in this parasitic mindset where I was like, oh, I just need more energy. Like, I just need to, like, reach out and, like, put something, like, to numb this pain. Like, and that's why I put that in my body. But long and behold, when I put that into my body started to react in a really, unhealthy way. Like, my face started to break out, and I started to worry even more, because whatever, like, action that you take, every ripple that you create is just going to, like, make a bigger wave, and it's just going to, like, even more deeply assimilate into your body. So it's a process. Like, it truly is a process to, like, clear this fear. Okay? It's a process. The Virgoan energy has to do with the digestive tract, and it embraces the process of life, and how every single minute action that you take will manifest a reality that is equal to the feeling that you had when you took that action. And so when you start to really, like, digest this, like, this mindset, at first it hurts, yeah. At first it's painful, because you're like, you that are watching this might even take your anger out on me and blame me for sharing this truth. And that may be an aspect of yourself that you haven't sent love to and acceptance to, because we are all one at the end of the day. And if you're seeing me right now, then we're vibrating at the same speed. But I'm sure there's some people that may even come across this video for their own soul growth that aren't vibrating at the same speed as I am. And it's a catalyst to really open up that wound. And I noticed that, when people are in pain, at first they want to project their pain onto others. So maybe people want to, like, dislike my videos, or that's maybe a projection of their pain. Even my family, they at first wanted to they took all my money, and that was the reflection of their deep-rooted pain and a projection. And it's, it's hard to, at first, it's hard. It's fucking hard, guys. But as we sit through this process, as we still hold space for ourselves and continue to make the right choices that are rooted in love, in gratitude, and, you know, all those good things. When we still continue to make those decisions and not feed into the fear, feed on the fear, feed on the lack like a parasite. Like, think about those animals that live in the dark that like feed on like all the dead things. Like, that's what a lot of humans do. Literally. They're eating like dead food, and they're like awake at night mostly. And during the day they're sleeping. It's literally like, yeah, that's actually happening. It's a parasitic mindset. And it's not godly either. Because God wants us to step into the light. The source energy is the light. So when we stop feeding into this fear and we stop taking actions rooted in fear, and we stop thinking thoughts and, you know, continually perpetuating this reality of fear, then we can actually have the time to step into the light and to meditate on, you know, why am I doing all this shit? Because, like, I realize I don't need a lot of things. And the more and more that you learn to embody the light, the more you realize you don't need all of this material stuff, like all this heavy, dense energy, all this food, and all these people, and all these numbers, you know? Because I even was thinking about how, like, a lot of people, like, myself included in the past, really, like, had to chase the numbers. It was a never-ending chase for the numbers, guys. It was like, whether it's money or whether it's fame, it's the same thing. It's chase and numbers, thinking that the numbers are going to result in your well-being and your happiness. And it's a parasitic mindset because it never ends. It never ends. It keeps going, and it keeps needing more and more and more and more. So when we take a moment to really see where it's coming from, then we can start to heal it. But I was gonna say, like, I see, like, that a lot of, like, I was thinking about how, like, the really famous people in the world that are, like, still, like, perpetuating a fear-based mentality, because there are a lot of famous people that are not embodying the light at all, and there's darkness and fear-based programs in their DNA. You can see it from their eyes. You can see the pain in their eyes. You can see it. Don't lie. Just look. Look in their eyes. And I realized, like, yeah, they have all these numbers, but who really is with them at the end of the day? Who truly loves their soul? You know? And it might only be one or two people who truly can give them the love that they need. And it's sad. send love to those people that spend all their energy engaging in parasitic activity of needing more and more and more and more and more. I send them healing and love and regeneration for the truth that we can all embody it. The truth that is possible and available to everyone. And if you're watching this video, then you're chosen. You're really special in whatever way that you are, because there's probably so much that you don't even know about what makes you so unique. And society has tried to distract you from discovering this for their own material agenda, okay? So that they can feed on your energy. But just know that you have the power to stop giving your power away right now. I love you all. I'm gonna let this really digest for everyone, and I'll be back soon to do more light work. I'll be here for a long time. Trust me. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace, love, blessings. Hetapu, namaste. I love you.